Kring was started very first in 2001 as a web consultancy, which well, we were 4 guys who established it and hired one developer in the very beginning. And then we developed a little bit during the first years in our own region, making websites and different e-commerce and portals. But then we actually managed to reach on a larger geographical area, reaching Copenhagen, reaching the rest of Denmark. And that actually turned into a huge demand of work. And we decided to scale, and we had to find out how. Actually, first we wanted to be an option outside of Copenhagen for these kind of products and services, but we also had to face that most of the employees were actually located in the Copenhagen area. So we needed to see, okay, do we want to move the office to Copenhagen, or do we want to stay in Slagelse, which is a little city, an hour's drive from Copenhagen. And after a couple of years, we decided to move part of the office to Copenhagen, which meant in the first instance the sales department. So we had the one consultant and the sales department in Copenhagen, and the rest of the development team and project management in Slagelse. And at that time we also had to look at how to hire or find resources for a huge pool of development hours within these different assignments from different types of customers as well. And we had to see, okay, are we able to, and do we want to find 5-10 developers and project managers, system architects in Denmark? Or do we want to look outside our own borders? And that was when we got in touch with Michael Sauer from India, who had just started in the Indian entity of with different profiles, designers and developers, project managers, and we decided to try it out, and we left for India for a couple of weeks to see what was it that he had, and what was the level of the different developers and different people which we had to work together with. And our own developers obviously were a little scared about this, working at this huge distance, and what about their own job. And but quite soon they found out that this was actually just an extension of our own development department, and we didn't scale down in Denmark. We actually hired more project managers to manage these new colleagues in India. And after a certain period of approximately a year, we found out that the company in India, which was called Continuum IT, and our own Kring company in Denmark, actually fitted very well together. And with our strong sales department and sales, well, in Denmark we like to sell, and we were very good at sales and marketing, and we had this huge pool of resources in India. If we merged these two, we would be 1 and 1 would become 3. So that was the decision, and that was the birth of Kring Technologies, actually. Well, today it's just to continue a little bit on the history. Then we, for 2 years, we actually continued with the web services, web consultancy, doing different kind of internet application. And in parallel, we started the more offshore business and the offshore model. And these, where we set up teams for different companies as an extended team, like we actually started ourselves. And in parallel, we had these web assignments. And after 2 years, we decided to spin off the web part of the company, actually what we started with, and then continue with the offshore services. So today we have different kind of offshore services where we have what we call an offshore development center, where we are an extended team of a Danish or Scandinavian IT organization. They may need 10 developers or project managers, system architects, designers, and we actually integrate these people into the client's organization. We have still the project service where we do different kind of software development projects, and we manage these with Danish project managers. We have an on-site model where we more or less just find the right guy or girl and have all the operational part of this job, having them transported to Denmark and have them installed in different apartments and everything operational in that regard. And then they work at the client side for a certain period. That could be 6-12 months or even more, where they just act as a normal consultant in Denmark. So that's the 3 models which we actually work with today.